Blasters. Oh, my disappointing is. I mean, this is not the Blasters we used to know. This is not Samoa John's Blasters. This is not Betty Pele's Blasters. No, 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 no way. This is not Steven Tonado Pierre's Blasters. No. You people, your performances has been very bad for some time now. Asia Comoros cry, they will be panicking. Asia Sudan, ye humbo. Sisi the team Pia in ye go where the days when you are playing against Blasters. Ah, come on. Comoros cannot even stand there only a match. Man, what do we see? Comoros defeat calm them play plus Blasters like we co-equals. You know they make sense, cry. I know they make sense. But as I talk, see the team be saying it be the system. It not be the players who. It be the system because we get very good players. Okay, make you compare player to player. Look at our players. Look at Semenyo. Semenyo they play for the Premiership inside. Look at his performances this season. Very good. He get 3 goals. He dey perform. He dey play match upon match every weekend. He dey play. Look at Jordan Ayew. He dey do well. Look at Inaki Williams. He dey do well. Fatal. He dey do well. Almost all our players they do well. So why? What be the problem? What be the problem? What be the problem? Why are we seeing this performance from the Blasters? It is not. I've said it over and over again. It is not the players. The problem is not the players. The problem is the system you operate in Ghana. Yes, it's simply the system. I mean, gone were the days when we had very quality players in all the levels of the national teams. You talk of under 17, under 20, under 23, and then they progress from the system up to the senior national team. And so we have the quality. They've played together, they know each other, and then so they can play together and then perform well on the highest level. But what do we see now? Everybody, all the leaders, all the football people are putting their players in. So if you don't belong to this camp, you wouldn't be called. If you don't belong to this team, you wouldn't be called. If you don't pay so-called Godfather, you wouldn't be called. Why should it be so? National team, yeah, in idea. The national team belongs to the good people of Ghana. It is not for a selected few. And so you cannot hijack the Blasters and say that someone does not belong to your camp, and so you are not going to invite him. Master, boy, yeah, boy, I'm telling you, we have very good players in Ghana. We have very good talents in Ghana. We have boys who are playing top games, top matches in Ghana. That's when you invite them to the camp, they are even going to perform better than some of the guys we see in camp. I don't want to single out any player, but then when you look at the midfield, I'm telling you, me, I personally, I know players that can play better than some. I don't want to mention names, but there are some local players who can play far better than what we've seen. We've seen in the national team. But as I said, it is not about the footballers. It is not about the players. It is about the system. And I've said it over and over again that if you do things anyhow, you will get anyhow results. You understand? We Onyema's friends say anyhow. Results are being and also anyhow. But when you put things in place, of course, you will see the results. I wouldn't go far. I wouldn't go far to Germany. I'll just go to Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, our neighbors. Look at their performances for some time now. Look at what they are doing. They've made sure that they empower coaches, they pay them, they give them the incentives, and then look at their performances. Go to Senegal. All the national, they make sure that all their pitches are well kept. They don't give it to any church. I'm not saying you shouldn't give pitches to, churches to do their programs and all that. But then there should be a system in place that will make sure that after the programs, the pitches are kept in place. Because primarily, The pitches are for football games. The pitches are for games. They are not for church programs. However, if you want to give it for church programs, make sure you do the right thing. Then our leaders have failed us. And it is not about the footballers. Okay, so now let me come back to why Sudan was able to beat us. I said it before the game in Ghana that if they wanted to score, they would have scored us. Because the Sudan I watched against Angola wasn't the same Sudan that played against us in Accra. No, 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 no. But as I said, football is all about strategy. They came with a strategy to take the draw. And it was clear. It was clear because the Sudan I watched against Angola, they were far, far better than the Sudan team that played against us in Accra. And so when I told my friends that they came with a strategy to draw the game, they thought I was lying or I didn't know what I was talking about. But we all saw that. So I told them that they were going to beat us in Libya. And we all saw what happened. We all saw what happened. So why were they able to beat us in Libya? It is because they have put in proper measures to help the players. They listen to the players. They provide them whatever they want. They provide them with every incentive to perform at the highest level. And that's the result. The thing is, if you put things in place, if you do the right things, you get the right results. You cannot do things anyhow and expect the results to be good. No, 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 it doesn't work like that anywhere. Look at Germany. Germany had a long-term plan to win the World Cup at a certain point, and they invested in every part of the game. You get it? And what did you see? 2010, they won it. So it is all about planning. It is all about putting strategies in place. It is all about putting measures in place. And it is not like we haven't done it before. It's not like we haven't seen it in Ghana before. We've seen it over the years. We've seen how all the national teams had performed over the years. And then so-called football people came in and they've destroyed everything. We had under 17, under 20, under 23, and when they are playing, you could clearly see that these are proper talents that were going to grow and be part of the national team. They had some kind of cohesion. They played together. The telepathy was there. They knew each other. And so when you take a badge like Asamoah, but we had Asamoah, we had Suleiman Muntari, we had John Mensah, we had Stephen Tonada Apia, we have Laie Kingston. Those guys played together, and so they knew each other. And so when they were playing, they knew what to do at every point in time. But what do we see? Look at the current Blaster players. Inaki was born, I think, in Europe. Okay, Kudus went to Right to Dream Academy. Who else? Most of the players, Semenyo was born there. They don't have that connection. They don't know each other. And so that is why we've been calling that let's change the system. Let's go back to the old system where we pick talent from the national. Let's have national teams at every level. So, and at 12, we have a national team. Let's go all over the country, pick proper talents, put them in the national team. So under 12, they progress to the under 15. Under 15, they progress to under 17. Under 17, they progress to under 20. Under 20, they progress to under 23. Let that thing be there. Then you'll be putting in one or two talents that you've identified along the line. And then they train together. And so we have proper system. We have proper, what's the name? Footballers that will progress from each national team. And so when you get to the Blasters level, we have the best talent in the country that can play and redeem this country. I mean, going with the days when you talk of Blasters, we were huge, not only on the continent but all over the world. I remember a friend telling me a story that someone met him in UK, and then when he told him that he was coming from Ghana, the person was like, Asamoah. Today, who can you mention when you go to UK? Tell me. You cannot mention anyone because, I mean, their performances have been bad, abysmal performances. I mean, over some time now. You talk of Blasters and people will be laughing at them. The Blasters we know is not the Blasters that is performing now. The Blasters we used to know, that used to perform at the highest level, not only on the continent, all over the world. Now you talk of Blasters and we become a laughing stock. It is sad. It is so so sad. Now we have 2 games to go. Technically, we are out unless we do a lot of calculations. Even Enokwa, I'm telling you, Enokwa, because Sudan will definitely get a draw against Niger or Angola. I'm telling you, and even Sudan should get a draw against any of these teams. It's over for us. Our only hope is that we become best third teams. We are part of the best third teams, and so I think there is a little hope if we're able to win these 2 matches ahead of us, and then we are part of the third best teams that CAF will pick. Then we'll have the chance. But then the bottom lines, let's do our things right. Let the leaders do their things right. It is not about the talent. Talent, we have talent. But leaders, please, do the proper thing. Once and for all. Huh? The V8s and also, please, do the right thing. Put proper measures in place. So when, Inaki is playing on a better field. He comes to Ghana, look at the pitches he has to play on. Okra and Kaombo. You get it? So, leaders, we beg you, do the right thing. Let's come to let's put the Blasters on the level they are supposed to be, because Blasters, we've seen it in the past. So please, let's put measures in place. So as I said, we still have a chance to qualify for this AFCON. However, whatever happens, let's go back to the drawing board and do the proper things. Let all the stakeholders come on board and do whatever they have to do to put Ghana on the map again. Let the government do its part. Let the GFA do its part. Let the footballers do their part. Let the administrators do their part. Let all stakeholders come on board and make Blasters great again. Thank you.